way in a year's time, drop in and have bed and breakfast off the giant girder. It won't let you down.
The general election, which is now being fought, is an acid test for democracy. It is one of the most important in the history of our country because the whole destinies of the country and the empire will depend upon the verdict of the electors. The nation is passing through a grave and difficult crisis. And it is the duty of everybody at this election to form their own opinions after having weighed the evidence and to record their vote. Any man or woman who abstains from voting at this crisis in the nation's history is failing in his or her duty to the country. Let everyone remember the vast issues at stake and let them vote as their conscience directs in the best interests of their country.
Well, now we're here, we've got a lot planned for now you tell us we've been off the gold standard. Yes. How long have you been off the gold standard? All my life. Yes, well, that's right. All my life, my boy. If the capital is going abroad, as you tell us it's going abroad, where's it going to? Going to Russia? Well, I'm entitled to ask the first question, I know. You have too many questions. What do you mean by that? It's all noisy. All right, you're Irish. They tell us that you ask no questions and tell no lies.
Right. Literature will suffer heavily during this election because Mr. Edgar Wallace is going in for politics at Blackpool.
There is no question as to what I stand for in Blackpool. I am here as a pure and simple free trade candidate. We are asked to give a blank cheque to two gentlemen who are running a joint account. We are certainly entitled to give one of them our confidence, but we must have some assurance that the partner we distrust will not present that cheque for payment.
These unemployment cuts are going to affect the women as much as the men, or even more so.
I heard it at the time of the big break in the miners' wages. All that we needed to restore prosperity was that the miners should be a bit poorer and work an hour longer.
We saw a socialist government come in with promises, with boasting of what they were going to do here and there, and we've seen the way of their going. They ran away and left their country in our hour of need and did not dare face the unpopularity.
Yes.
Well, how do you find agriculture, Mr. Harris?
Bad. I sold some wheat this year at 18 shillings.
And what does it cost to grade?
Well, I think it'll cost nearly £2, wouldn't it?
It will, about 40 shillings to grade.
40 shillings to
yes.
grade, yes.
And you can't get more than 18 shillings for it, you couldn't in the market.
That's all I sold it for a fortnight ago.
Well, how can the farmer make a living and pay his labourers a decent wage if he can't get more than that for it?
He can't.
I stand where I have always stood, as a Democrat and a Socialist, to represent the claims and the aims of the working class movement and to fight against the financial octopus who is trying to cripple us and throttle us.
Here are 3 reasons why every man and woman amongst you should cast your vote in support of the national government by voting for the national candidate. First, The man who is at the head of the national government is a statesman who has remained at the post of duty by putting country before party, although he has been deserted by many of his former colleagues. The most trusted leaders of all other parties have joined the national government and have a responsibility for its policy in the future. They are asking you to back them, and if you do, Britain will be able to show the world, as she has shown the world before, that she can save herself by her exertions and can save civilization by her example. Thirdly, what is the alternative? Everybody who fails to vote at this election for the national candidate must want the socialists to get power and to carry out the socialist program. This election, then, raises a very simple question. It is a test of the common sense of the British people. Let us all show our common sense. You, by putting into power a stable government which will stand for Britain in her hour of need.